how many men would it take to beat one
this
of
is
these
our
bears?
biggest debate.
Oh, dude. Like just normal average, like your basic average man.
No, let's say like, it's like me, Dempsey, Julian, like let's go with like your who's of Pittsburgh MMA.
Yeah. Dude, it would at least like 50, I think.
You
So
think at
this
least
is
50? I
interesting.
disagree. That's
Yeah.
I'm so happy you said that.
After a certain number, it doesn't
It
matter.
doesn't matter anymore.
because you don't have access.
Yeah.
Mm.
How many of us can even surface area cover a bear?
But it's going to kill you guys as it goes.
Yeah,
so.
some people are going to die.
Yeah,
but like,
yeah.
I don't think like you're going to need that many waves. I would say somewhere in the 20s, depending on who you have too. If you have like certain people like, there's this kid who used to wrestle at Pitt. He coaches at Pitt now, Jake Wenzel. I'd put Jake Wenzel on that bear's back. You put that kid on that bear's back, dude. I'm telling you, dude, he's not coming off.
I originally was like, there's no way that any number of humans.
And then
could
what
beat a
happened?
bear.
And then what happened? I taught.
He was like, listen,
coached him
imagine
right in
Dempsey grabbing a bear leg, and I was
You
like,
don't think
dude,
Dempsey can just like straight up hug a leg? Like Dempsey
He's
and
the
Julian.
strongest
Look,
dude
what if you
I've
put
ever
Dempsey
felt.
and Julian on one leg? You don't think they can just hug and like immobilize that leg? Like that's all they have to do. Their entire body strength on hugging and immobilizing one limb, right? And then you got Wenzel on the dude's back, on the bear's
Lonnie.
back.
You need Lonnie.
You need Lonnie. Lonnie's going to take one of the hind legs.
Okay.
Lonnie will handle that.
Okay.
Lonnie will handle that. Dude, yeah, we got this.
Where I'm at with the discussion is
You know where I am? I'm off to the side telling them what to do.
Calling plays.
Mike cornering.
Dempsey,
Like-
hold the wrist. Hold the wrist.
What I agree with everything you said. Where I'm struggling is what are you going to do to the bear to kill it? Like, how are you going to kill it?
You're going to gouge its eyes out.
And I don't think that'll kill it
Yeah, you'll kill that bear. Gouge its
just
eyes
by
out.
gouging its eyes.
Gouge its eyes out. Okay, so here goes
Probably
my thing.
eventually bleed out.
Can you guys punch it enough to knock
No.
it out?
No.
Yeah.
Zero
See,
chance.
I think that's
No.
a terrible idea.
I bet you though.
I don't think you can choke it. Like,
I bet I don't know. I don't know how deep the carotids are buried in that neck.
yeah, it
Not only
looks
that, but you'd have to choke it, and you'd have to hold that choke for
Mhm,
like however
mhm.
long.
You
Like,
could claw an eye out and then get your fist deep in that eye socket.
that's
You know what I mean? I
That's
mean,
some
this is
savage
to the like
stuff.
it's either you or
Yeah,
the bear.
yeah,
Like
that's
you're gonna do
savage.
it.
right.
I mean, you're not gonna win this 1-on-1, but here goes. All right, a little thing that like may help you sway to my side. Oh, not too long ago, I would say within the last 2 months, 2 college wrestlers were attacked by a grizzly bear.
I
Did
saw
you see
that
that?
story.
They were
yeah.
out there hunting for antlers, right? Like
Mhm,
deer that shed their antlers. So they're hunting, and they were attacked by a grizzly bear, and they're both alive. You know what I mean?
That
But
is
again, that's
interesting.
not a bear that's trying to necessarily win.
Do you think these dudes walked up on the bear like, I'm gonna fight you? No, this bear attacked them. It came to win.
I assume that I don't know anything about the story, but I assume they like crossed paths.
No, what happened was they were looking for these antlers, and this bear was like knocked on this tree and was like, yo, I'm here.
Was it-
Let's go. And they started just running on him, right? Yeah, 100%.
So terrifying.
Dude,
Dude,
it really
right?
is.
And the one dude was out there like pummeling, right? And then he hit a good snap, right? And he went for a misdirection duck, but he got stuffed on.
Mhm.
That's where his boy jumped on the back and started pulling his ears. That's actually, so everything I just said was a lie.
Mm.
I just made all that up. But I do remember a key point was the one dude was pulling the bear's ears,
Okay.
right? And I know some people who are definitely strong enough to pull an ear off.
Okay.
100%.
All right.
We
This
take
is
that
an
bear
I'm still
interesting-
50-50 on this.
Yeah,
I go
dude,
somewhere
I-
between 20 and 26, and we're getting like, we're eventually like, some people are going to die in the fight. Some people are going to die from wounds suffered during battle. And
What do you-
some people are going to live, and that bear is going to be dead.
What do you think the casualty rate would be? Like 50% of you guys die, or
If 50% die, then it's probably not going to
Yeah,
happen.
then it's not happening. I would say,
2 to 3 off top.
yeah, 66.67%.
okay. Did you guys ever see? Do you remember that show Man vs. Wild? That was literally
Oh,
humans
yeah.
competing against animals in various things. It's
do.
awesome. First of all, second of all, this was when Kobayashi was like the king eater, like before
Before Joey
Chestnut.
Chestnut came in and slapped him up.
They had Kobayashi versus a grizzly bear eating hot dogs, dude. And it is one of the best clips that you'll ever see, because I'm like, I don't know, 13 years old. And I'm like, dude, Kobayashi, like, this is going to be fun. This is going to be a chance, bro. The bear is just scooping hot dogs
Yeah.
into its mouth. It's just
Wait,
like
this is real?
hundreds at a time, dude. Yeah,
This is real.
it's real. Like,
Oh,
it's
wow.
on YouTube. I guarantee you it's on YouTube.
Oh, I'll be looking
and
that
there's
up
a
later.
sumo wrestler tug of war versus an orangutan.
The orangutan just yokes him
Not
up.
even close.
one
Not
hand.
even, not even like the orangutan was like playing with him. It was ridiculous.
Here goes another way to look at it, right? 20 of us, 25 of us, whatever. I said like in the 20s, so we'll call it 29. 29 of us, we all weigh like roughly 200 pounds, right? Between like 180, 200 pounds. Some of us weigh more, like Lonnie, right? So let's just say that our average weight is probably like 225. Now, how much do we weigh?
Yeah,
right?
Way more.
We
than
weigh
that bear.
way more than the bear, except we all have 4 limbs, all right? And when you kill one of us, it doesn't affect the other, right?
Sure.
Like if I like cut his ankle off, that affects the rest
the
of
rest
him.
of that. Yeah.
So counterpoint to that though is that it's not an equal amount of weight, right? Like it's like one of the reasons why various animals are stronger than humans, even if we're the same size, is we have different. You know how like remember in physics different lever types,
Sure.
right?
No, I didn't take that class.
Also, if you have like this is the pivot point, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He like actually starts breaking it down for him. Like, oh shit.
Well, animals have different ones that humans do. So like that's why humans are fast a lot of times. We have, I think it's type 3 levers.
Oh, type 3 levers. Does that have anything to do where the muscles insertion
Totally.
points?
Absolutely.
Oh my God.
Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
Yeah,
Nice,
that's why
dude.
like your calves are so strong. You can calf raise so much because it's a different type of lever.
Yeah.
That is interesting.
All right. Interesting.
Dude, you're swaying me a little. I still struggle to see you actually killing the bear.
I'm
just
willing
see
to
if it's
put all of your
shaking.
lives on the line to prove this.
If it's shaking like that, I mean, I just don't see how you hang on. Even I don't know, dude. Whenever you said Dempsey, that's what made me be like, I maybe
Are you saying what if we had an infinite amount?
an infinite amount. Yes.
All right. So like at some point in time, we didn't need to use everybody.
Well, I mean,
At
eventually,
what point is it over?
Yeah.
eventually the bear gets tired.
Hold on. That's the other thing. Isn't that how we used to hunt like long ago? It was like
Mhm.
through endurance.
Right.
Right?
Because
We
humans
hunt-
are good at
You do have that
heat.
on your side for sure.
Humans get rid of heat very well. That's what
Mhm.
we're evolved to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, you might be able to just tire it out.
Maybe I can just yell at it until it dies.
I mean, I don't know if that's gonna work. I wouldn't.
Run it back to the first bear fight, Danny. I just want to note for the record of look at these things' legs, these hind legs.
Yeah.
The power that they look like through all that fur, you can still see.
Look, yeah,
how
they're jacked.
They are.
They're jacked.
Yeah.
Look at this shit. Like there's so much muscle down there. Oh, these things are just nuts.
Damn.
Yeah, back, dude.
Man, yoked up. How much you think that those boys weigh?
Maybe like 800 pounds.
You think?
I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
go over 1,000.
You
I was
think
gonna.
over
Yeah,
1,000?
I thought more.
Really?
They look like 14, like they're 1,400 weight class.
Is that even a?
Aren't they like 8
how
feet
big do
tall?
bears get? I have no idea.
They get big.
Like over 1,000 pounds, apparently. if
They
you're
couldn't
guessing
make
1,400.
the heavyweight. weight.
They would struggle. They would definitely struggle to make heavyweight.
A heavyweight bear would look tiny.
Yeah, 260.
Yeah.
That's yeah.
It's like a
It'd be
bear
like a
cub.
cub.
A
Yeah.
bear.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd
for
be like
sure.
a cub.
Yeah, we've all seen 200-pound dogs. Like,
Yeah.
it's a big dog.
Yeah.
Imagine that being a bear, though. Like, that's the tiniest bear ever.
Yeah, that's true. At what size of a house cat
Oh, this is another.
is your
one.
limit to what you could kill?
Oh, could kill?
Yeah, you have to kill
Okay,
it. in
okay.
this fight. These are fights to the death.
Fights to the death. Where they're actually fighting you, also.
Yes.
10-pound house cat. Can you kill it?
Easily.
20-pound house cat.
I think it's a little harder, but still, I favor myself.
30.
This is where it starts getting
You're smart.
dicey.
That's
Yup,
exactly
starts
where I
getting
think
weird.
it gets
30,
dicey
40
too.
pounds
Yeah.
where it starts to get
30,
real
40.
swirly.
Yeah.
No, okay. Well, no. Also, this is not like a fat cat.
No,
Like,
no,
these
this
cats
is-
are like
yeah.
they're built.
A lean 30.
Yeah. Not like, oh, someone will be like, oh, I had a 30-pound cat. It couldn't even walk up the stairs. Like, yeah, not that
right.
asshole.
Not
yeah.
that cat. Yeah. 30, it's getting real dicey.
Yeah.
By like 50, 60, it's the
No
cat
chance.
all day.
Yeah.
All day.
Disregarding like biological elements, like such as venom or
Mhm.
bacteria, things of that nature. What animal would kill you? What is the smallest animal that would kill you?
Oh, man.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. I see what you're saying. Maybe like one of those honey badgers. They can't weigh that much.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Nail on the head, dude. I can't believe
Yeah.
you got it first shot.
Yeah.
Like this has been vetted. Like we've been talking about this, like
Years.
research, like we're submitting papers on it, counter arguments.
Peer
There's
reviewed.
a group
Yeah.
of us. It's myself, Will, Vince, and Jonas.
That is
And
awesome.
this is we spend at least everybody's devoting at least 20 minutes a day of their life to it.
That is sick. I'm glad that I passed the test right there on the first guess. I would throw in. I'm thinking about it. Would like aquatic animals count, or are we disregarding
Sure.
that?
No, aquatic animals count.
I think if I was in the water with a small fish that was
I do feel like
it would get me eventually.
I do feel like
snakes, water snakes,
right?
I do feel like it should maybe be 2 categories.
Yeah. The water obviously changes things.
Yeah.
But that's what's cool about this is it's limitless opportunities.
How about don't be in the water? What about this? What about this space chipmunk? I think that space. If I was in
it would
space,
kill me. I wouldn't even
I
be
think
able
I
to
would
breathe.
just die because
it would just kill me.
Well, dude, space chipmunks are like 2,000 pounds, so like obviously.
That's awesome. But yeah, we'll edit this up so it's not all choppy and stuff. But I'm glad we got your feedback on some street fights. Is there any street fight that you guys have seen that's like viral that you have been begging to break down? Like, is there one you want us to pull up on YouTube or anything?
Man, I can't think of anything off my head.
You probably like this one. Did you see those college wrestlers that beat the shit out of those football players that were like picking on them in the bathroom?
Yes, I did.
Dude.
Yes, I did.
That just showed like wrestlers
about.
are a different
Yeah.
level. Yeah. Don't fuck with wrestlers,
Also,
dude.
it's technique too. Like
Right.
Yeah.
You know, like if you don't know how to fight,
Plus, I feel like especially like they were like active wrestlers, like they were currently still in the game.
Right.
Like when you're in it or you're just fresh out of it, you still got that like you got a different kind of dude on your hands right there.
How good would you win Whippeals right now if you could enter high school and go back?
High school, I'd win high school.
You would win. Would you win PA states?
I think
yes,
so.
you would.
Yeah, I mean, you just get like, and now this is gonna come to an end.
Yeah,
Like, I'm getting older and stuff, but like, yeah, dude, like, I think I would win for sure. It'd be tough for sure. And then, dude, you put me in a college room right now, boy, I'm gonna get whooped up.
Be murdered.
Yeah, I'm gonna get whooped up. You give me those freshmen though, they're in their first 2 months. Dude, you catch me give me one of those dudes after Christmas break. They already been in that room for a semester. Boy, oh boy, I'm gonna get whooped up. Especially like, wrestling. Like,
shoes and
shoes, stuff like that. All like, like wrestling's tough.
That's
man.
interesting. I love it.
It's tough.
That's like Danny Palm's dream conversation. He's such a wrestling nerd like you, Mike.
Real?
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh,
Dude, yeah, like love it.
You would love this.
I'm dying. Like I need friends that like love wrestling,
Dude,
bro.
I'm your guy for sure.
Dude, because like I try to create people. I try to get other people involved so that I have someone to talk to. Like I have a 2-year-old son, Mickey. I'm brainwashing him right now. So like I want him to love wrestling. I don't want him to like it. I want him to love it. So my Roku, the home button takes you to Flow, right? So naturally you turn that TV on, boom, it's just in the back of his head, right? So here's my plan, right? I don't want to like burn him out and stuff. So like I want him to think it's cool, right?
That's beautiful.
It's cool. It's super cool. It's always, oh yeah, make a big deal. Be like, oh my God, like Spencer Lee's wrestling. Like, you want to watch this? Oh yeah. Just like really like, make these guys seem like bigger than life, blah, blah, blah.
You see the Spencer Lee match the other day?
Against Matt Ramos? Yeah, dude, he got thrown to his back.
Yeah. 8-1.
He was down 8-1 and then pinned him.
Insane.
Dude, yeah.
I didn't see that. That's
nice. It was sick. So I'm brainwashing him into that. And then like my thing is like then like he'll get to like an age like 7-8 years old where like, and like I'm not like it doesn't matter how good you are or whatever, stuff like that. But like I'm just gonna make it seem like the coolest thing, and I got the tools to do it because everybody at the gym where he's gonna be, who he's gonna obviously be looking up to these guys, like for example, like a Lucas, a Miguel, a Brittany, and he's gonna look up to them, and they think wrestling's cool, so he's gonna think wrestling's cool.
That is awesome.
And then I have some decent connections within the wrestling community, right? Like I'm pretty like plugged into the wrestling community. And then like I could be like, all right, like, like some Dylan Evans, he wrestles for Chartiers Valley.
Stud.
Yes, stud. Yeah. Honestly, he made me rethink if I could win. Like I was like thinking, I was like, could I beat Dylan? Like, I don't know. Like, he's a 17-year-old kid, but like, I don't know. Dude, he's super good, but he's going to Pitt, right? So like he will likely be there at this influential time.
Right.
So what I'm going to try to do is not really like bring Mickey around Dylan to where he just knows Dylan is like this dude, right? Because I think Dylan's going to be the real deal.
Nice.
I think he's going to be like all-American, national champion type dude.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not going to like bring him around him. So that way he's this foreign, like, bigger than life thing. And then right at the right moment, I'm going to be like, you want to meet him?
Oh,
because I have the connections to do that. And I'm like, don't get over here. Shake my kid's hand. You know what I mean? And like, you know, I can do that with like some other programs as well. One of my really good friends, he's the head assistant coach at Oklahoma State, Zach Esposito. Like he'll hook me up,
Damn,
stuff
son.
like that. Pat Santoro's coaching at Lehigh. I don't know if he'll still be coaching at that time, but you know, like that was one of Warren's coaches.
Got
So
you.
got some good connections in the community. And this whole thing is like, not to make it like, it'd be sick if he was a dope wrestler. Like I would love it. But that's not my ultimate goal. My ultimate goal is having a homie to ride to the matches with. Like, bro, we're going to national. Like I want him when he's like in his mid 20s. Like that's what me and my dad do. We go to the pit match.
Hell
right.
yeah.
We go, and then we start, I'm probably like doing a little better. Like got tons of time. Like, oh dude, ACCs are in Virginia. Let's roll.
Let's
like, you know,
go.
get to go to all this fun stuff.
So wrestling will be like his Steelers. Most kids in Pittsburgh, like that's.
I mean, the Steelers are going to be his Steelers.
Still the Steelers.
Yeah, brother.
But
yeah,
add in some wrestling.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That's
I
my
like it.
goal.
I
That's
like
my
it.
goal.
That's a good path. Whenever he turns into that, we can roll this footage back and be like, "You see,
Like,
son,
dang,
he
it was
had
all
it
planned.
planned."
It was planned.
Just as
I
it
had
was
this plan
written.
before he was born. I had this plan. I was like, this is
Of
what I'm
course
gonna do
you
with my
did.
kid.
Just you're fantasizing about having a wrestling.
A lot
kid.
of these kids get burnt out, like overbearing
Yeah,
parents,
right,
dude. It's
right,
rough.
Wrestling
Dude,
parents are nuts.
a youth wrestling tournament will break your heart.
Dude.
These parents, you're like, dude, you know what we should do is we should start going to some youth wrestling tournaments and filming the parents, and then like emailing them,
like this
and
is
be like,
what
dude, this is
you were
what you
doing.
look like.
That's
Like,
a
you know what I
great
mean? It's
idea,
crazy.
actually.
The craziest thing is this gets talked about a lot, like K through like 3 parents, crazy. And then as they get older, it's chills out. They start being a little more offhands, letting the coaches take it. They're not on the side of the mat, slapping the mat, screaming like a banshee.
You think
There
just
still
tired
are
of it?
some like that though.
There
Like,
are,
I've
but
seen-
they're like,
fewer and
Fewer.
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you think they're just tired of being that parent for that long?
I
Like by the
think-
time they get there, they're like,
They probably
"Ah,
realize it's a detriment.
I started
Right,
coaching
right.
wrestling when I was like 20 years old. I was coaching a junior Olympic team, and then I went and started coaching at Gateway High School the next year. And I was like one of those poor coaches where I was like screaming and screaming and screaming. And then like just through like 2 years, like I got embarrassed at myself, and like I just had like a whole change on
I
that.
got you.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hold on, to take this way back to the hypotheticals, Danny, I think you'll like this one. Something that we had a long discussion about when we were driving home from a fight one time is what MMA fighters, current or, you know, from the past, could be Gable Steveson right now
In an MMA
in an
fight.
MMA fight.
In an MMA fight.
Mm-hmm.
You
We had
put
a
Gable in
very
there
small
right now.
list.
Dude, hang on. That's tough.
Yeah.
You got to
that's
catch
tough.
that boy. You got to
Yeah,
catch
yeah.
that boy. First off,
Francis.
Francis
could.
I was
on
gonna
you?
say Francis, but like if he can't
he
hit him,
could. He could,
Mm-hmm.
but he wouldn't.
I don't think he would, but yeah, he could.
He could. Yeah, he
Yeah.
could put it on his chin. But man, dude, Gable.
Dude.
John Jones, I would favor, I think.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't think
nope,
so.
Nope, nope,
Really?
nope, nope.
Mm-mm. I think
Nah.
Gable's too big.
I'm about that.
Prime Brock.
I don't care. No,
I don't think
no,
so.
no
He's
way.
wrestling. Think about Brock's
Actually, that's one of
wrestling.
the worst
true.
cases. That's
True.
one of the worst matchups.
That's a good point.
Here's
That's a
who
good
we
point.
came up with. Kane.
Prime Kane was
Prime
different.
Kane,
was different.
But just because his boxing
Yeah.
mixed with his adequate wrestling ability,
Mhm.
Prime Fedor.
Prime
Prime
Fedor
Fedor could do it.
Yeah.
could do it. Now here goes one. Fabricio Verdum
Yes.
could submit him
Well, yeah. If
after he gets taken down.
That's
He
a
could-
once he
call.
takes him down, it's done. Yeah.
Could submit
Fabricio would do it.
Yeah. So I would go for Fabricio.
Roger
would be-
Gracie technically fought MMA a little bit.
Yeah, but he was a middleweight. He was 185.
Yeah, he
Still
would get
favor him.
smashed.
Still favor him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And I'm like, I'm by lineage.
Yeah.
I am to be like, first off, I do think Hodger is the GOAT in the gi. And I think that's like
Absolutely.
not too much
Yeah,
of an
yeah.
argument.
It's not even a question.
But he's also like part of our lineage. So like, even if I didn't like him, which I do like him,
Mhm.
like I would have to ride for Hodger. But like, dude, nope.
Cable's a
Gable.
monster. We had a couple like maybes, like
Mhm.
I think Crow Cop was in that.
I mean, like anybody could. Like,
yeah,
it's
I mean, you
heavyweight.
could.
You could
yeah.
catch
It's heavyweight,
Right,
but it's
right,
like, you
right.
know, like who are you? Like generally,
Who's like skill wise actually better than you? Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
yeah. I mean, you're talking about this kid was the best wrestler in the world
Yeah.
at the age of 20.
And he's enormous. Like he's
makes
a
no
real
sense.
athlete.
he's a house.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know.
yeah.
We got they're about to have a meeting in
Let's
another
do it.
room,
Yeah,
so we got to
totally.
wrap it, brah.
All right, boys.
That's fun.
Let's go.
Dude, we should have just done a whole